Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Thursday. I'm very excited. If you happen to catch this live, hashtag live in the comments below. If you're catching the replay, then please hashtag replay so that I know you've had a chance to listen and get all of this wonderful, wonderful knowledge coming at you. My battery is at about 20%, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible and get you guys on your way. But I wanted to talk to you about the myths and facts about lead generation that's costing you clients. If you happen to hear my cat yelling in the background, just ignore him. We have some storms running through, and he's an anxious cat. So anyway, it's a fact that if you are not actively looking for lead generation, you're not actively putting yourself out there, you're not actively constantly getting sales and having those conversations in the DMs, that you will get to a point where you don't have a business anymore. We have to be proactively keeping our business running all the time and consistently showing up in order to drive leads and sales. It's a fact about business. If you are not constantly getting in front of your ideal clients, if you're not consistently signing clients, then you don't have a business. It's been proven. If you're not making money, you don't have a business, right? But the problem is that a lot of service providers get to a point where they have clients. They're in fact, maybe they're booked out on clients, and they stop lead generation. They're like, I don't need any more clients. I have a full roster. I don't need to, spend my time out there pitching and selling and, getting in front of my ideal clients. I don't have to do that. That's the problem. And everyone does it. I did it myself as a service provider. We feel, oh, well, I have clients. My clients love me. Everything's great. They're never going to leave me. If you're nodding your head, you've heard that situation before, right? Then you end up in a problem where all of a sudden it looks like everyone's leaving you. It's like the power of threes. Bad things happen in threes, good things happen in threes. So when a client leaves, sometimes it leads to more clients leaving. And then you could end up in a situation where all of a sudden you have no clients. And now you have to start your lead generation machine up again, right? And that's the problem. Because now we've lost a month, 6 months, a year, that we weren't actively showing up in our content. We weren't actively making connections. We weren't actively talking to people. So now we're literally starting from ground zero again. And we've lost all of the momentum we would have had we just continued the cycle from the get-go. I think a big myth that a lot of service providers kind of get into with this is that they feel like you have to say yes to every discovery call that comes, or that if someone asks to work with you, you have to say yes. And so we end up taking on clients in a lack mindset. We end up taking on clients that we know are not a good fit, that maybe aren't the right price that we need, and takes up valuable real estate in our rosters from a client who does value us, does value our services, does pay the prices that we have and whatnot. So then the cycle continues again. We end up with clients that aren't aligned, that burn up all of our energies, burn us out, and now we're back at the beginning. Now we have no clients and we have to continue it again. So it's a fact that you have to have marketing and sales in your system daily. It's just a fact. And if you aren't, then you will get to a point where you either have no clients and no system set in place to bring new clients in, or you are just constantly in that lack where you're just going to take on any client you can because you have to. And we don't ever want to get in those situations where we're taking on clients that we know don't feel good, that aren't aligned with us, that drain all of our energy, etc. So the way we do this is with a strategy. And it's a proper visibility and marketing strategy that works for you, even when you're not online, even when you want to take a week off and go vacation with your family, even when you just don't want to be online today. We have to have these systems in place and these strategies built that are going to allow us to consistently keep in front of our ideal clients, even when we're not there. And that's the key. And that's the piece that a lot of service providers miss out on. Hold on. There. Turn off my sound. Knowing my luck, my phone's going to ring. So you have to create a strategy that's getting you in front of your ideal clients daily. You have to position yourself as the expert in that strategy. You have to have content and marketing and visibility pieces out there that shows you as the answer to your ideal clients, why they need to work with you, why you're the solution, why no one else can help them but you. And that's all built in with your strategies that work for you. Not my strategies, not Carol down the street strategies, your strategies. And if you don't have these in place, then you're going to end up in this constant cycle of I can't get experience, I don't have a job, I can't get experience sort of thing. You're going to have the same thing with your clients. You're going to get into a point where you have no clients, period, and you're just trying to catch up. And then you have this lack mindset of, oh my God, I have to sign any client because I need to pay the bills, which then fills your roster with clients that aren't for you. They aren't aligned with you. They aren't the ones that you want to be working with. And then the cycle continues. You're now full. You can't take on any more work. Now you have to wait, et cetera, et cetera. You get the idea. So in order to set your business up for success, so leads are generating all the time, you have to have the strategies in place. You also have to be okay with saying, I'm full. I have a wait list. That's the goal, to be honest. We want to get to a point where we have constant lead generation going. People are reaching out, asking to work with us. And we're like, I'm actually full right now. I'd love to put you on my wait list. That way, you never have to worry about the system breaking on you. And that is what I want for you. I want you to be able to get to the point that you have the clients you want to work with. You love the work you do with the clients. You're being paid what you should be paid, what you're worth. And to not have to worry about having to start from ground zero again every single time a client leaves. It's just what we want to make sure we're doing. So that's a successful business, is if you can have a booked solid roster the way you want it booked, that you have a wait list of people ready, and that you respect your business, your clients, and yourself, that you're not constantly working yourself into these cycles all the time, and you're not constantly burning out from it. And it starts by building the strategies that work for you, that you can sustain, you love being in, you love showing up for, you love being able to talk to your clients the way you want to talk to them. And it all starts with that strategy. And that's what I help you with in my one-on-ones, working with you. We get very clear on what those strategies can be for you. I'm not handing you a list of things that I think you should do. It's the strategies that can work for you. And you get to decide what you want to build. We get your messaging cleared. We find the right messaging for you to get in front of your ideal clients that positions you as their expert, that starts to build that know, like, and trust with them so that you are the one they think of when they're ready for the services. I have 30, 90, and 6-month packages available for working with me one-on-one. If you are interested in learning more about what that can look like, then DM me the word client, and I will discuss with you what that can be, what it looks like for you. If you know you are not ready for one-on-one, and that's perfectly fine, a lot of people aren't yet, my membership community, Rise, is where you can get your start. So if you know you need to start building strategy, you know you need to start getting consistent in your marketing, you know you need to start getting consistent in your visibility, then visibility can be done within Rise. This is where I'm there to kind of guide you with it, be a bit of a back-end supporter for you, but that you're the one navigating the ship from that point on. And we work through all of the things that you need to in Rise as well. So if Rise is something that you want to learn more about, then DM me the word Rise, and I will send you information on Rise, including a little bit of a sneak peek into the back end so you can see what exactly Rise is and what you get from it. So with that, I hope today you go out, you post at least one piece of content that sells your services to your ideal clients. At least one. That's the goal. So with that, have a wonderful day. We'll see you on the next training.